करगिल जंग दे जित नूं अज 20 साल पूरे हो गए ने। इस मौके हवाई फौज ने ग्वालियर एयरफोर्स स्टेशन ते एक बार मुड़ 24 जून 1999 नूं टाइगर हिल ते पाकिस्तानी घुसपैठिए ते होए अटैक दे सीन नूं रिक्रिएट किया। ਇਹ ਉਹੀ मौका सी जदों भारत ने ऑपरेशन सफेद सागर के जरिए पाकिस्तान नूं सब तो वड्डा सबक सिखाया सी। इस सीन के रिक्रिएशन के मौके हवाई फौज प्रमुख BS धनोआ भी मौजूद रहे। दुनिया विच सब तो उचाई ते हुई इस जंग विच भारतीय फौज ने अपनी बहादुरी का परचम लहराया सी।
and helping our ground forces to get victory in that conflict. And this decision to accelerate the modification of Mirage 2000 aircraft to carry the Lightning laser designating pod and the 1000 pounds Paveway 2 LGB on the center line was done in a record time of 12 days. And we stand by the people who achieved this, and like I said, it really helped us in turning the tide of the war, in the sense that for the first time the enemy realized that he could be targeted by aircraft which could not be engaged by the man-portable surface-to-air missiles that he was carrying at that particular place and time. Also, as a chief, I am very, very proud of the fact that both my CNCs were flying in the formation today. I think it has happened, I have to go back and check, for the first time in the history of the Air Force. So this was a 6-star formation in which two CNCs, both qualified on type, who have flown together. As you are aware, in Bathinda, me and the CNC Western Air Command flew together in the missing man formation. And again in Sarsawa, not only the CNC of Western Air Command, me, even the GOC of 14 Corps, who himself commanded the battalion in Kargil conflict, also flew in the helicopter formation that we flew out there. So the leadership has, most important, maintained its flying category and currency and has carried out the mission. That makes me very, very proud. I would request you to ask all questions to the two Mirage guys. It is their day and they were there in the thick of it, and they will clarify any doubts that you have got.
And the Indian Air Force was procuring 15 of these, 10 for the Jaguar and 5 for the Mirage 2000. The contract was signed in 1997. In 1998, due to the nuclear sanction, the Paveway 2 bomb, which had been procured from the United States, was partially with us, with some defects in its manufacture, which prevented us from immediately integrating it and dropping it from the Mirage. The Mirage software was the original software which we had procured in 1985, and it had not been modified in any manner. But the Lightning pod was integrated as is, with a lot of help from the Israelis and from the Indian team at AST as well as from SDI. The Lightning integration on the Mirage was well ahead of those on the Jaguar. And therefore, at this point in time in 1999, you may recollect in May when the information started coming in of warlike situation, the Mirage integration had gone ahead to quite some extent. And we are with us today at this base AVM Narmadeshwar Tiwari, who has come from Bangalore, who was responsible at that point in time as a squadron leader, looking after this integration along with his team of engineers. So it was a big team effort. We had three problems. The first, the Lightning had not been put on the Mirage 2000 before. Second, the Paveway 2 LGB was not yet fully ready. There were some mechanical modifications required to get it to speed. And the third was the fact that we did not have a fuse. So all these three actions were parallelly processed here at Gwalior. while all of us were deployed in the field at Adampur. So all this was going on parallelly. Israelis had flown in from Israel. They were based in Bangalore initially, and they came to Gwalior. And Gwalior was working round the clock. I must tell you that the AOC Gwalior here, Air Marshal Ahluwalia, at that time an Air Commodore, was at the hub of affairs. He had taken full charge, and Gwalior was running on a 24/7 basis here to make good the lightning to work. Have I answered your question?
I am also very proud of the fact that flanking me on both sides, not only to have the CNC who took part in the Tiger Hill attack, I also have the CNC who led the attack on the 2nd of August 2002 in the
Kale sectors.
in the Kale sector. Okay, so CNC is.
ਭਾਰਤ ਨੇ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਸਫੇਦ ਸਾਗਰ ਦੇ ਜ਼ਰੀਏ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਗਰ ਹਿੱਲ ਤੋਂ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਹਟਣ ਲਈ ਮਜਬੂਰ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸੀ। ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਚੋਰੀ ਛਿਪੇ ਉੱਚੇ ਠਿਕਾਣਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਕਬਜ਼ਾ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਸੀ। 5062 ਮੀਟਰ ਦੀ ਉਚਾਈ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਥਿਤ ਟਾਈਗਰ ਹਿੱਲ ਤੇ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨੀ ਭਾਰਤੀ ਫੌਜ ਤੇ ਤਾਬੜਤੋੜ ਹਮਲੇ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ। ਇਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਭਾਰਤ ਨੇ ਹਵਾਈ ਫੌਜ ਨੂੰ ਉਤਾਰਿਆ, ਜਿਸ ਨੇ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਰ ਤੋੜ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੱਤੀ। ਅਖੀਰ ਵਿੱਚ 4-5 ਜੁਲਾਈ 1999 ਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਗਰ ਹਿੱਲ ਤੇ ਭਾਰਤ ਨੇ ਕਬਜ਼ਾ ਜਮਾ ਲਿਆ।
Kale on 2nd August 2002. By then the lightning was well integrated. We had got more number of pods. We even got an advanced version of the pods, and we know that the adversary tried to do some kind of follow pretty much similar tactics by doing some aggressive patrolling and then going occupying some of the areas in the Kale sector, and it was decided that we needed to send them a message. And the reason why the LGB was chosen was because we wanted to send them a message without starting a war. If you recollect, at that time most of us were deployed for that Op Parakram. So it was a very secret and hush-hush affair. We didn't want to let anybody know we are coming. And fortunately for us, we knew also that from our Kargil experience that because the Pakistanis didn't have the beyond visual range missiles, they were not really going to try and interfere with any such kind of an operation. And of course, the element of surprise was there. So as you've seen, when you have the element of surprise on your side, you can make very successful operations. And that is how it was. We went and on 29th we were told, and we landed up in Adampur on the 30th. And on the 1st we went round and did a recce, and then on the 2nd we went and did the actual operation. And even though the number of posts there were quite spread out, and there was hardly any significant target on the ground, but they had constructed a small hut kind of a structure, and we managed to target that. And the reverberations, the sound, and the fact what the army reported to us was so intense, because it was a combination of both LGB as well as dump bombs. The number of bombs that fell into that area they made a hasty retreat and were never seen of again, and they never mentioned this issue also. I think there was just one news article on the next day, and that was it. There was quiet after that, and you know, we had sent home the message. Pretty much what you can call a little bit of coercive diplomacy, and it sent home the message, and they never tried anything like that all along the sector after that. 2002 is concerned, I'll repeat my chief's words. We hit targets, we don't count casualties. Okay, so the objective was very simple. Objective was to send home a message that you can't do this kind of a thing. See, Parakram was on there, attacked our parliament. We were sitting eyeball to eyeball, and these guys had the temerity to come down and start occupying some of the areas. So they had to be sent a message that we are not going to tolerate this nonsense. So which we did. So as far as details of, I pretty much covered, you know, how the whole thing went about. There were two objectives. One was that we had to send them the message, and of course, we didn't want to start a war because it was a time of tension. So, and Kale is pretty close by. If you miss one ridge and mistake one ridge and you went on the other side, you would have probably hit Kale, and that would have definitely started some kind of you know, reaction from the other side. So that is why LGB was chosen, and it was a combination. The combination was the LGB goes and hits the target, and the smoke comes out, and that's where the 1,000-pounders will go and pound them, so that, you know, adequate weight of attack is put there, and that's exactly what happened. They had come about 3 to 4 kilometers inside, 3 kilometers approximately.
एबीपी न्यूज इस वक्त आपको दिखाने जा रहा है भारतीय वायुसेना का वो मिराज लड़ाकू विमान और वो स्पाइस बॉम्ब जिसने पाकिस्तान में बालाकोट एयर स्ट्राइक को अंजाम दिया था। ये यहाँ पर मिराज लड़ाकू विमान खड़े हुए हैं जो फ्रांस के लड़ाकू विमान हैं, और वही लड़ाकू विमान हैं जिन्होंने बालाकोट एयर स्ट्राइक को अंजाम दिया था। ये जो लड़ाकू विमान मिराज दिखाई दे रहा है ग्वालियर एयरबेस पे इस वक्त एबीपी न्यूज मौजूद है, और यहाँ पर इस लड़ाकू विमान के ठीक नीचे जो आप दिखाई दे रहा है जो ये बॉम्ब है, यही दरअसल इजराइल का स्पाइस बॉम्ब है। स्पाइस 2000 बॉम्ब है जो कि गिराए गए थे। 5 बॉम्ब गिराए थे भारतीय वायुसेना ने, मिराज लड़ाकू विमानों ने बालाकोट में जैश ए मोहम्मद के ट्रेनिंग कैंप पर। आतंकी संगठन जैश ए मोहम्मद जिसका मुखिया है मौलाना मसूद अजहर, और इन्हीं स्पाइस बॉम्ब ने जाकर वहां पर तबाही मचाई थी। इस ऑपरेशन को भारतीय वायुसेना ने ऑपरेशन बंदर नाम दिया था। बंदर इसलिए ताकि इस ऑपरेशन की जानकारी कानो कान किसी को ना लग सके, और साथ ही इसके अलावा इसलिए भी दी गई थी क्योंकि ये मिराज लड़ाकू विमान दुश्मन की सीमा में पीछे जाकर इन्होंने अटैक किया था, एयर स्ट्राइक किया था, यानी कि बिहाइंड द एनिमी लाइंस जाकर इन्होंने सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक की थी। जिस तरह से हनुमान जी ने रामायण में लंका में जाकर आग लगाई थी, दुश्मन के हौसले पस्त कर दिए थे, ठीक उसी तरह से इन मिराज लड़ाकू विमान और स्पाइस बॉम्ब ने पाकिस्तान में सक्रिय आतंकी संगठन जैश ए मोहम्मद के हौसले पस्त कर दिए। कैमरामैन मुकेश यादव के साथ नीरज राजपूत, एबीपी न्यूज, ग्वालियर एयरबेस।
वॉर के दौरान पाकिस्तान ने हमारे एयर स्पेस में आने की हिम्मत नहीं दिखाई, लेकिन अभी बालाकोट एयर स्ट्राइक के बाद पाकिस्तान हमारे एयर स्पेस में आया। तो सर, इन 20 सालों में क्या बदलाव आया है?
First of all, we are doing Kargil, but let me also tell you on Balakot, they didn't come into our airspace. मेजर आपको ये देखने वाली बात होती है कि ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या था, हमारा क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव था, उनका क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव था। हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव बालाकोट में स्ट्राइक करने का था जो हम अचीव कर चुके हैं। उनका ऑब्जेक्टिव हमारे आर्मी के ठिकानों पे स्ट्राइक करने का था, वो नहीं कर सके। दैट इज द बॉटम लाइन। आपने कैसे किया, कितने आए, कहां गए, किस तरह का कॉम्बैट हुआ, बट आपको स्टेटेड आपका जो मिलिट्री ऑब्जेक्टिव है आपने अचीव किया कि नहीं किया। We achieved our military objective. They did not achieve their military objective, and none of them, let me tell you, crossed the line of control into our territory.